so big.
Hi library friends, it's me, Miss Kath. Welcome to So Big from my living room. I'm so glad you can join me today. Let's start out with our Who Is Here Today song. Do you have your clapping hands ready? Mine are ready. Who is here today? Who is here today? Everybody clap and say, who is here today? Okay, now we're going to sing it again, and when we're done, I want you to yell out your name as loud as you can. Who is here today? Who is here today? Everybody clap and say, who is here today? Let me hear your name. Oh, I hear Pearl and Scarlett and Julian and Isabella and Max and Michaela. Wow, you're all shouting. Jameson. I hear Jamie. Awesome! So glad you're all here with me. This is great. Now, who can remember our bread and butter chant? That's where we slap our legs and we clap our hands and then we say hello in lots of different ways. Let's go. Bread and butter, jelly and jam. Let's say hello as loud as you can. Hello! Bread and butter, jelly and jam. Let's say hello as quiet as you can. Hello. Bread and butter, jelly and jam. Let's say hello as grouchy as you can. Hello. Bread and butter, jelly and jam. Let's say hello as sweet as you can. Hello. That was pretty sweet, wasn't it? Okay, we're gonna do some more clapping. Don't put your hands away. Do you remember the last time we sang this song? We clapped very loud, and then in the sky, and on the ground, and over here, and over there. Let's try it. Can you clap your hands? Can you clap them very loud? Can you clap them in the sky? Can you clap them on the ground? Can you clap them over here? Can you clap them over there? Can you clap your hands? Again, can you clap your hands? Can you clap them very loud? Can you clap them in the sky? Can you clap them on the ground? Can you clap them over here? Can you clap them over there? Can you clap your hands? Great clapping! Good job. Would you like to hear a story? Okay, let's hear a story, but first we have to get our wiggles out. I wiggle my fingers. I wiggle my toes, I wiggle my shoulders, I wiggle my nose. Now no more wiggles are left in me. I'm as still can be. Today's story is called Plant the Tiny Seed. Everybody is starting to plant their gardens, and so I thought this would be a good story to read about now. But before we read the story, I want to talk a little bit about seeds. This book is called Seeds by Grace Hansen. A seed has one job. It's to make another plant of its kind. And here that you see a seed growing some roots after it's planted in the soil, and then it sprouts some leaves and it starts growing into a plant, and then pretty soon it's going to be a flower. Inside each seed is a tiny plant. This is a big picture of a tiny seed. And do you see the tiny little plant inside the seed? That is going to be a big plant sometime. After it's planted and gets lots of rain and sun, it will turn in and grow into a big plant. Okay, so that's what a seed is. A seed is a tiny plant that's just waiting to grow. Let's read Plant the Tiny Seed by Christy Matheson. Here's a watering can, and here's a packet of seeds. Those are zinnia seeds. Zinnias are a kind of flower. Do you see the ladybug? See if you can spy the ladybug on all the pages. There's magic in this tiny seed. Press it down and count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Plant another and then one more. Press them down and count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wiggle your fingers to add some water. That's enough. Next, rub the sun to make it hotter. Do you see the tiny sprouts peeking out of the soil? Tap the cloud and wish for rain. Clap to bring the sun again. Find the worm. Look for its tail. Shoo away the hungry snail. Shoo, shoo, Mr. Snail. Don't eat my sprouts. Tell the little bud good night. There's the bud. Guess what you'll see in the morning light? Wow! Now point to the purple flower. Buzz! Tap the cloud again. You see the bumblebees buzzing around the flower? It's another rain shower. Touch the blossoms gently, please. Ooh, now jiggle the plants to scatter the seeds. Close your eyes. Wave your hands in the air. Oh, look, there's magic everywhere. Let's see what we can see on this page. We have our red zinnia and our purple zinnia and our orange zinnia. We have a butterfly and some bumblebees. There's some more butterflies. This is called a hummingbird. It's a very, very tiny bird. And another butterfly. Where's our friend ladybug? She's hiding on the red zinnia. Do you see her on the red zinnia? The end. Plant the tiny seed. Do you know that I just happen to have some zinnia seeds? Because I was planning to plant some. So I have some pots that I'm going to plant them in. And this is my packet of seeds. Would you like to see what they look like? They're very small. I'm going to put them in the soil, and then I'm going to water them, and I'm going to make sure that they have some sun and some fresh air, because those are all the things that seeds need to grow. And then hopefully in maybe a month or so, I'll have some sprouts and maybe even a flower. I have a little finger poem that we can do together about a seed. Put our hands out flat like the ground. It goes like this. I had a little tiny seed and I put it in the ground. I spread a little soil on top and patted it all around. The sun came up and kept it warm, and the rain gave it a shower. And my seed grew up and up and up, and now it is a flower. Let's try it again together. Put your hand out like the ground. I had a little tiny seed and I put it in the ground. I spread a little soil on top and patted it all around. The sun came up and kept it warm, and the rain gave it a shower. And my seed grew up and up and up, and now it is a flower. That was cool. Did you know that you can find seeds in your kitchen? You can. Seeds are inside fruit, and if you have fruit in your kitchen, then you might have seeds. Would you like to come to my kitchen and we'll look for some seeds? Yeah? Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm in my kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen. This is my refrigerator, and we're gonna look for some fruit in my refrigerator because fruits have seeds inside of them. Let's see what I can find. Grapefruit and an apple. Those are fruit. I have some more fruit over here. I have a lemon, a banana, a kiwi, and some little tomatoes. Tomatoes are fruit, and fruits have seeds inside. Let's cut them open and see what we see. We'll start with the lemon. Do you see the seeds inside? How about kiwi? Oh, look at these beautiful seeds. The little black speckles are the kiwi seeds. You eat those seeds. Some seeds we eat in fruits, some we don't. Let's try the apple. You can see the seeds right in the middle of the apple. Do we eat apple seeds? No. They don't taste very good. Let's see what's inside the grapefruit. Oh, there's lots of seeds inside the grapefruit. Those are big seeds. We don't eat grapefruit seeds either. These are little tomatoes, and tomatoes have seeds. They have lots of seeds, and we eat tomato seeds. Do you see the tiny little seeds? One thing that might surprise you is that bananas have seeds. They're very small, and we usually just eat them. But I'm going to cut this banana open and show you what banana seeds look like. Okay, do you see the little black speckles in the middle of the banana? Those are the seeds. They're very tiny and we eat them. Along with the banana. When we eat the banana, we eat the seeds. That was fun finding seeds in my kitchen, wasn't it? Maybe sometime you can look in your kitchen and see if you can find some fruits with seeds too. Now, do you remember the last page of the story? We saw a lot of butterflies flying around the flowers. Butterflies love flowers. They love to land on them and drink their nectar. Do you remember the butterfly song that we sang last week? We're going to sing it again now. I taught you the sign for butterfly, the sign language sign where you cross your arms at the wrist, you put your thumbs together, and then you move your fingers like butterfly wings. Let's try the butterfly song. Fly, fly, butterfly, fly, fly, butterfly, fly, fly, butterfly, fly up in the sky so high. We move our fingers a little faster, we can make them flitter. Flitter, flitter, butterfly, flitter, flitter, butterfly, flitter, flitter, butterfly, flitter and fly up in the sky. Again, fly, fly, butterfly, fly, fly, butterfly, fly, fly, butterfly, fly up in the sky so high. Ooh, let's make them fly back down. Great job. Well, everyone, So Big is finished for this week. I hope that you had a great time, and I hope that I'll see you again next week. Bye, everyone. Bye.